Hey there, welcome back to the show. Today we've got a very special guest. We've got this 2003 Z06. So this Z06 has less than 10,000 kilometers on it. However, it does require some special loving care. It's got some minor scratches, swirl marks all through the paint. So I'm going to walk you through my process to wash and detail the outside of this car and bring back its natural shine. So without further ado, let's start the show. So first things first, you always want to start off working in the dirtiest part of the vehicle. So in this instance, for what we're doing today with this Corvette, we're going to be working the wheel area first. So to do this, I've got some soap and water using the 2-bucket method. I've got a number of different brushes that I use, a lug nut brush, a wheel brush, tire brush, wheel brush, mitt, and a fender brush. So got some soap and water here. I'm going to rinse it off and get going. So once you've rinsed off the wheel and you've got it all cleaned up, there's another product that I like to use, and it's Iron X by CarPro. This product will help take off all of the chemical decontamination, as well as iron particles that are built up that I just might be able to get access to. You put it on clear, and it comes out purple or red depending on how much contamination it's able to pull up off the wheel. So we'll throw this on there, wait 30 seconds, and then give it a good rinse. So there you have it. We've completely cleaned the wheel well, the tire, and we've also decontaminated the wheel as well. So all we need to do is simply dry this off and then dress it when we're done the rest of the vehicle. Okay, so now that we've cleaned the wheels, now it's time to clean the vehicle. And we're going to use a 2-stage process here, where we're going to foam the vehicle using the foam cannon, which is going to help lift up the loose particles and bring them off the car. And then we're actually going to use Chemical Guy's Clean Slate. The reason why I'm using Clean Slate today is I don't know about the history of this vehicle, what sealants and waxes have been used on it previously. So Clean Slate will take all of the previous sealants and waxes off the vehicle and will allow us literally to have a clean slate and start over again. So I like to use Mr. Pink with my foam cannon. I've had great success with it, and I'm also using the 2-bucket method. Make sure you've got dirt guards in both of your buckets. This will ensure that we're not transferring any loose dirt particles back onto the vehicle, especially the lower part of the vehicle. We're going to work really hard to make sure we take off all of the scratches off this paint. We want to keep it as nice as possible and use the least amount of work as required. So we're not going to put more scratches or possibility of scratches by contaminating it with any of the debris that we're going to collect off the bottom of the vehicle. To wash the vehicle, we're going to use clean slate using the 2-bucket method. Always start with the top of the vehicle, working your way down evenly from front to back, all the way down to the bottom. So the owner of this Corvette is planning on doing a vinyl wrap, and because of that we won't be putting on a ceramic coating. Typically if I was putting on a ceramic coating after the wash, I would do a chemical decom, getting it prepared for the ceramic coating. But in this particular instance, all we need to do is a clay bar around the entire vehicle and get all the contaminants, physical contaminants off of the paint before we start working on the correction. So let's get going. Bar, stretch it out, and start it. So I'm going to continue on with this rest of the vehicle, clay barring it, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay guys, so we've done the foam cannon, we've done the clean slate, we've done the clay bar, and the clay bar took up a ton of stuff. It took up environmentals, it fixed some minor scratches, bugs, it took out a lot of stuff. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the polisher and take out those more aggressive swirls on the paint. Alright, onto the polishing stage. I'll be using the Torque 10 FX from Chemical Guys. 15mm throw. Great dual action polisher that's going to do a great job on this Corvette. I highly recommend getting a polisher if you want to take out the minor imperfections and swirl marks on your own. Otherwise, you'll spend the same amount of money or more taking it to a detail garage to get it done. And this way, if you purchase it yourself, then you can always keep on going back and fixing minor things that happen to your bodywork. So we'll be using the orange hexagon pad from Chemical Guys today, and we're going to use the V-Series compounds from Chemical Guys. They do a fantastic job, great finish. I do highly recommend whenever you are cutting with 36, 34, or 32, finish up with a polish, which is the 38, and it gives a great brilliant shine to your body once you've done all that paint correction. So let's go take some samples and see what is the best compound to use moving forward for the rest of this vat. Alright, so there you have it. I've done a section with the V32. The results are amazing. I'm loving how the paint's coming out. Scratches are gone. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the vehicle done, and then we'll take a look. Alright guys, this vet's really starting to come together. So now I'm going to finish after cutting with a polish, and the polish I'm using is the V38 with a white hexagon pad. Speed setting 30, nice and easy. Gives a nice clean polish at the end. Let's get going. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off polishing the rest of the vet, and then the next step will be the sealant, then wax. So we've done the correction, we've cleaned off all the polish, now it's time to seal it and make it look pretty. So we've got the Jet Seal from Chemical Guys, great sealant, good for about 6 months, and then I followed it up with some butter wax, also by Chemical Guys, gives you about 3 months of hydrophobic quality. So let's put this on the vehicle and finish this off. Using a black finishing pad for the Jet Seal, and the Jet Seal as well as the butter wax will be applied to everything on the vehicle, mirrors, windows, and body. The Jet Seal needs 20 minutes to cure. You apply with a polisher or by hand. I prefer using a polisher to get them quicker. Speed setting 15. Okay, so now that we are done cleaning the vehicle, Now it's time to make it pop. I like to use VRP, vinyl rubber plastic from Chemical Brothers. I apply this to literally anything that's vinyl rubber or plastic, anywhere on the inside and outside the vehicle, and it really makes a show-stopping difference. Apply a generous amount, rub into the applicator. Alright everybody, well, we're all done. Here it is. That 2003 Z06 looking good as new again. So we washed it, we clayed it, we cut it, we polished it, we sealed it, we waxed it. Looking good as new. So listen, I really hope you enjoyed the video today. Hit that like button, click subscribe. Any questions about the products that I used today, please check them out in the description. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.